Rightio. How did my car get so dirty? And why has it got a different wheel on the back? I'm glad you asked. I've done quite a few stupid things in my life, I reckon. And this is just one to add to it. We've just driven from the Gold Coast, 1,600 kilometres, to pick up this because we saw it here last time we come out. Have a look at her. What a weapon. Any snakes around, buddy?
Yeah, I was about to say.
We've had enough snakes. We've had enough snakes for one day. Have a look at her. Woo! They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, or beer holder. I might have looked at this through beer goggles when I first saw it on a trip out the desert. It was out at Tibooburra. Righto. My mate's not home. I've got to ring him. He owns the Tibooburra Hotel. Oh! No snakes? Fuck off. A snake? Righto. I can repair that guard. Bonnet's good. Door's good. I reckon the floor's even good. No, this is as it is. This, oh, bullet hole in the windscreen. That costs extra. Yep. Nah, I'm having it. That's me. No rust. Floor's all good. Guess what? They're not even rusty. That's going to stay as it is. Any snakes? Apparently it was just driven here and turned off. You! Righto, so here we go, eh? That roof's actually not that bad. That's one of the best roofs I've seen. Righto, I know what I'm looking at now. I know how much to pay for it. Done. So when I got home, I got onto the owners, had a bit of a yak, agreed on a figure, and started planning for a trip out there. We thought we might as well incorporate it into a bit of a pub crawl. Ninda Gully pub, a pretty popular stopover for a first night. Right, our old mate from Kazakhstan,
Russia.
Boris, look. Bacon and cheese sausage roll. Have a look at this. It is huge here at Bandy Bakery, mate. Oh, they're on point. Look, what do you reckon, mate? It started off good, but it's really just cheese and bacon on top of a very normal sausage roll. Do you reckon? I'm gonna give it only a 6. Hey. Sunny Colourmulla. What do you reckon? We got a contender?
Yeah, much better cheese and bacon roll. There's actually cheese and bacon in it. I don't know what that is, but it must be some sort of relish.
Not bad, eh? That's pretty good. Oh yeah. That's good. Yep. That's a 9, I reckon. We give it a 9. Of course, Outpost is a 10, so we're going by the Outpost theory.
Criteria, you know, you can't just give it a number. There's got to be, you know, a reason for the number. Why is it worth a 9? Break it down.
Because it's not quite as good as the Outpost one, and the Outpost one's 10.
I guess. There you go. This is the first time in my whole life, 22 years old, I've seen wild emus.
They're Western Ibis, mate. Western bin chickens.
Look at the pig!
Look at the piggy! Just a couple of rusty old buckets. A quick deviation into Currawinya National Park to break up the drive, which I don't think the trailer liked that much. Currawinya National Park. Pretty cool. Out near Hungerford. Looks raining over there, Nate.
Oh, perfect.
What drinks are you after?
Oh, they
Yeah, I'll leave you on the beach. There you go.
Also for rain.
them both got to
This is the dingo fence. Hungerford. Started life as a rabbit fence. Oh, look at him. What are you doing, boys? Doing a windmill. Oh wow, look at all these. Look at these suckers. Some little baby ones. Oh yeah, they're pretty cute.
Oh, look at the emu on the road down in the abyss.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
Why is it that the roads out here are better than the M1 on the Gold Coast? Smooth as. Cool colours, isn't it? Your sausage roll ready yet, mate? Drone up and have a look around, eh?
yeah, could do. Pulled up at the 50k from Tib sign, just in the background there. Got a lovely flock keeping an eye on us, having a cheeky cook up, cheeky beverage. Beautiful day, look at that. Finally got the blue sky and sun that I've been waiting for. It would have been a weird desert trip had we had clouds and rain the whole time, so I'm glad the sun came out to play. Very.
When you're out western Queensland and you want to walk off into the bush for a crap, just be careful where you go. Old mate here just wandered off into the bush. He only went 100 metres. 100 metres off the road. And big inland taipan, so yeah, big snake. About 5 or 6 foot, you reckon? Metre and a half?
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Be very careful when you're going for your poo walk.
Here we go, I've just walking off the... Didn't take long. There's a big snake crawling across the ground over there. I don't want to get too close because Lord knows what it could be out here. Always important to keep looking down and around on the ground because you don't want to step on something ugly like that. It's just slithering across the rocks over there. Yeah, same. Bit hard to see, but it looks pretty dark, which isn't good. It's just slithered into that bush. Oh, it's gone for a bird. Ooh. Yikes. I don't want that to be me.
No.
You got any ticks on him? Oh, buddy. Jesus Christ. Lordy Lord. You bloody beauty.
I've done quite a few stupid things in my life, I reckon. And this is just one to add to it. We've just driven from the Gold Coast, 1,600 kilometres, to pick up this because we saw it here last time we come out. Have a look at that. What a weapon. Any snakes around, buddy?
Yeah, I was about to say.
We've had enough
watch-
snakes.
watch out for snakes.
We've had enough snakes for one day. Have a look at that. Woo! Nathan doesn't like my car. He thinks it was a waste of a drive to the centre of Australia.
It was not.
Anyway, here's our fuel pump. It says there pump, so I presume it's a fuel pump.
Maybe get
And
some
we've
water.
just fucked around with the ignition. Here you go, you need that. We've just, we turned it over just with the jumper pack straight on the starter motor, okay? So now I've just got it working on the key. So we'll see how we go. Sounds like it's got zero compression, which is always good. Right, are you ready? I think they said it was party like 30 years ago, so. How many Ks on it? 186420, or is that 186,420? Look at that, original carpets. Luxury. What's that?
Let's try not to set Tibooburra on fire.
Oh. So apparently this property was bought off a deceased estate, so our mate died and just someone bought the yard and this was already in it. So I gave him a few $100 for it and about $2,000 in fuel to come and get it. Bugger. So you're squirting some down that hole there, like only little.
When you try.
Yeah, as I try, just give it a bit of a squirt first, and I'll give it a, just to get a bit of stuff in there. Bullshit. Oh no. The thing might have fallen off.
What are you up to?
I know. We've hooked up the big girl to it because the jump starter wasn't enough. They're pretty shit those, eh? Got some fuel down there. So it won't turn over on the key for whatever reason. Unless it does now. Oh!
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 We're on! More fuel, more fuel. And then we'll try it on the same fuel pump. That's a lot of fuel.
That is a lot of fuel.
These things love a drink, it's all good. Might have flooded it, I reckon. Like, pretty promising the fact that it fired at all. That's pretty cool. Oh my god. Go baby. Perfect.
Is there a date stamp?
Is that a date stamp? 79.
Nah, I doubt it.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably about right.
oh no.
How good's that?
Are you joking?
No, it's funny.
Oh, must be on the other side of
They're split rims, so they've got a tube in them. So just watch that ring doesn't fly off because they kill people.
it. They killed them.
We even get freewheeling hubs. Cool's that? I think this one needs a few plugs.
Oh no, you said it's got a tube.
Can't go past a pub. This is the Tibooburra Family Hotel. The lady in here was the one who led me to the owner of the property where the old 60 was. She was, yeah, quite full of information for me. Pub crawl in Tibooburra is pretty easy. There's one, and there's the other one. How easy was that?
Oh my god, look at this. A mama emu and its little baby emus.
Righto, we ended up with a day to spare, so we left the car at Tibooburra and we jumped in the wagon and went out to Cameron's Corner, about 150 k's. This lake, it's actually, they call it the Pink Lady Lake, which is there's a slight pink tinge to the clay out there. It's just a clay pan on the property, which is Howard Downs. The lady who owns the property actually parks there with a coffee shop, which is funny, a little coffee van. And yeah, even later that afternoon, a gyro actually landed there for a coffee, which is pretty cool.
This is quite bizarre. It's just a big, well, I guess like a dried up lake. Obviously when it rains here, this would be the first to fill up. But look at this. It looks wet, it looks like water, but it's just real shiny dried up mud. Look at that. Oh, there you go. This bit still a bit wet, tacky. That is wild. I still walk on it. Solid. Oh, there you go. That's where it gets wet. Wow. So we've just had a lovely coffee from the coffee van. That's one of the ladies who works on the property and sort of owns it, I guess. She reckons we can drive across this stuff, but look, that's how muddy it gets. That's a footprint.
Nate's first time in South Australia, I believe.
So we are back at the Great Dingo Fence of Australia, and this is where it crosses into South Australia. Look at that. There you go. First time I've ever stepped foot in South Australia. Make sure we close the dingo fence. Keep them dogs out. Dad being an idiot. There you go. Welcome to sunny South Australia. So, Cameron's Corner is, I don't know how far, but a bit further up there, which is where we're nearing. We're nearing, you idiot.
Oh. So this is the famous dingo fence, 5,500 k's long, goes right along the border. It was originally put in for rabbits but didn't work, but then they used it for wild dogs. The border corner marker, Cameron's Corner, border between South Australia, Queensland and Northern Territory. And the corner store sells fuel and beer. No, it's private property, it's private property.
But this is a public road.
It says RTA maintained, but yeah, it's a private road.
We've seen heaps of lizards sitting in on the road, you know, sunbaking on the nice rock, but this bloke has climbed a tree. Saw him as we were driving past, had to stop and take a look. Handsome looking bloke. He's sussing us out. He's not too bothered. There's like a bunch of flies swarming in front of him. We're wondering if he's trying to catch a feed or if he's just getting warm. In the middle, absolutely nowhere. Speed racer over here, look at him go. What speed are we sitting at?
I think about 40.
40? Not bad.
Looks like he's doing it
Not bad.
pretty easy though.
Yeah, he's not stressing too much. He's just coming along for the run. I reckon he wants a drag race. There's a fence there, mate. It's not going to work. Oh, poor bloke. Oh, will he jump it?
No, he tripped over and hurt himself.
Woolly jumper.
Why is he going that way and not the other way?
Don't know. It's interesting. Oh, there he goes. Oh, that hurt, mate. Yeah.
So this property is Hewitt Downs. On the way back from Cameron's Corner, the lady with the coffee shop had told us we can take this detour through a couple of properties, which is Hewitt Downs and Gemvale through the Slate Gorge. Very pretty country. Bye, girls.
I reckon they must be like closely related to the dodo or something. They're funny thinking. How many do you think will hit each other, and how many do you think will run into the fence? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 each. Here we go. The race is on. This one's a bit behind.
Don't you love the run on them? Come on, girls, you can go faster than that. These are known as the Western bin chicken. Are they going to stay on the road all day? That means we're doing 30 k's all the way back to Tibooburra. Righto, let's go, girls.
Pull on to the left. Go left. That's right. Well done. Yeah, look this way. I'll run to the side now.
Yeah, go, girls. There we go. You are a ripper, mate.
Where you going, buddy?
It's okay.
See?
Sorry, mate, to disturb you. See you, mate.
Cool. That's probably like
It's like our Outback Queensland lizard tour. Been stopping for all these lizards. But this one tricked us. We thought he was something different, but he's just another frilly. See you, buddy.
just laying on the road. There you go, mate. Good day.
Get started.
You're going to pet him?
Did you get up?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right.
Go, mate, relax. It's all good. Fuck, you're a big fucking team.
Just driving down whatever road we're on. And look. Oh, these are big boys.
Shadow over there,
Oh, it's all for the gram, isn't it, mate? Not just to appreciate the beauty of the beast. Look at them. They don't care. Do you reckon I could pet this one too? Should we try? Let's try and pet him.
He'll probably bite you.
You reckon?
Yeah, you'll die.
And I'll die.
They're different looking than the other ones.
Well, they're 200 k's away from each other. Yeah, I don't think he's happy with that. I won't try and pet him.
Oh, you're a beauty, mate.
Can I pet you? I touched it. I touched it. They do have a sort of blue tongue, don't they? Don't ya?
I wonder what these tracks are. Have we got these tracks? You right, mate? Yeah, right. That was from Winaring to Burke, but we saw that this goes to Louth, and Louth has a really cool pub, and we're not really in a hurry, so. This is Shindy's Inn at Louth on the Darling River. Pretty cool part of the world if you ever get a chance to do the Darling River run from Wilcannia up to Burke. Whoops. stopping to check the bearings. Fun fact, 9 out of 10 men who have tried goat prefer women. But I've been looking for a long time for one with original paint, even though it's in pretty ordinary condition. It's going to stay that way. Original paint and hasn't been stuffed with. The other ones I've ended up with have all been tinkered with and buggered and had bits replaced and just not original, and then had rust all come out, even though told they hadn't been resprayed. That's the problem when you buy things sight unseen. But anyway, hopefully this old girl ends my obsession to find one that's original and unbuggered, unstuffed with. So even though she's got a couple little rust holes, it's not too bad. It looks worse than it is. But anyway, it's going to stay this way. What a darling. And because we had to pick it up from Tibooburra, we had a bit of a trip, which ended up being quite good. Good trip with the young bloke out to Tibooburra. So a bit of a pub crawl through Outback, Queensland and New South Wales. Hey, what a weapon. One owner. Original tyres. Have a look at these. 79 model car, 79 model tyres. Even all the flappy things haven't rusted up. How good is that? You. Righto. I would be surprised if that was that car's first ever wash. It's come quite good. Bit of polish, bit of Rust-Oleum. See how she comes up. I bought her home. Gave her a bit of a tub. So that's a G60, sorry, or 61. I didn't realise at the time. I thought it was all the wagons were delivered ragtop, except these ones. And you can tell because the ones that were delivered ragtop had a bolt rope runner along the top of the windscreen and didn't have the studs. So yeah, she's a G60 factory hardtop. You. Anyway, I didn't know that at the time. I just saw it and went, hey, it's from Tibooburra, so it's going to have bugger all rust in it. Now, the only real rust in it, actually it looks a little bit rusty. The roof's got a bit, which I reckon I can sort out. And this floor's good, no holes. But that one over there's got a couple of holes. Now it's funny, that one, they had the floor mats in, so there's the original floor mats. And all those floor mats were in it. So underneath I couldn't see the rust when I was out there, but I looked everywhere else and I thought the roof was going to come off and put a rag top back on it, but I'll probably actually leave it on there and repair it. But this is the look I want. I saw it and went, it's original. It's got, so original, it's even got original tyres on it. And it's got 108, it says 186 420, so I think that's 18642. I think what happens is the speed only goes to 9999. So anyway, when I got back, I had a quick look at it while I was out there and went, yep, it's pretty good. I'm actually happy that it's can be left like that, the paint like that, which is what I wanted. Just an old well-used G60 to leave. So these aren't original wheels, they're actually Toyota lock ring wheels, which was a standard change back then. They had a better offset than the Nissan ones. So when we're out there, I went and saw the lady at the pub and just said, hey, do you know who owns the block of land out Warrygate Road? Because I thought I might try my luck at buying it. Now I talked to the lady, and I talked to the lady at the pub. She was really good at the family hotel. And she told me, oh, that old car, that's been there forever. A couple used to own it, and they're deceased now, but they used to go everywhere in it. They used to sleep in the back of it and drive it all over the place. They were always away touring, and I went, oh, that is cool. So I thought, that is a very cool story. So, even got a bullet hole in the windscreen. So I then, she told me the people who own that block of land actually own the pub across the road. So I then went to the pub across the road and had a chat to them, and she said, oh yeah, basically got back to me after a while. I had to leave messages and whatever, and she got back to me and said, oh yeah, we don't want it, so no worries. So anyway, we agreed on a figure, and my young bloke just finished uni exams and said, let's go for a trip. So I got it home and was a bit worried. I had beer goggles on when I looked at it. Look, the only rust really that I'm going to fix is in the floor on the other side, which is going to be one big patch, so I'm not worried about that. The roof's yet to be decided, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a go at repairing that, because I'm told there's not many of these left with a of the hardtops left with the roofs, the original roofs. Now I've got 3 other roofs here, a couple other roofs here, and other wagons, but I like this one because it's the original one. So while we're out there, we couldn't help ourselves. We I'll add the video. We put some fuel on it, in it. When I say in it, down the carby, and we actually got it going. So we actually started it and fired it, and it fired okay. Just had it run till the fuel ran into the carby. But anyway, this is her. So this is going to be the story of what happens to this. I'm hoping I can do bugger all to it. Need some all new hinge bolts. See, there's got dodgy pins and bolts put in there, so I'll replace them. And I think that's why the door's off the other side. The door's in good condition. It's just got the hinges were broken, so quite often when they're rusty you open the door and they just snap off. So anyway, have a look at this. It's like you're out the desert, except you're not, you're in your driveway. Anyway, there you go, story so far. I'm going to let all this dry now, like sit in the sun. Hopefully we've got a good sunny day. I'm just going to leave it out in the sun, dry it all out thoroughly, get it in the shed. It's going to be undercover from now on. That's the last it's out. And try and I'll put, there's Rust-Oleum you can use on the rust to make it keep that original look. I'm actually going to use what I used on the other bonnet of the other one, which is boiled linseed oil and terps, and they actually work quite well. Now someone had flogged a few things like the lenses and all that, but I've got that. I've got the lenses, I've got all that on another car that I bought to do the same thing, but when I got it home it had way more rust than we thought, and I'd been told it hadn't been resprayed and had. Anyway, it was just a bogmobile. So that was the appeal for this one. It's the original. Now some people might think it's horrible and old and rusty, but to me that is beautiful. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So this is the cool things with it. This is the cool things. So that's pretty funny. Country something or other. I'll look that up. It's pretty funny though. A couple of dodgy tools. God knows what that's in there for, but that's a big, that's a big horseshoe. Standard, that's wet in there now, so I'll have to dry that out. All the standard stuff. $2 coin, of course. Standard. That's funny. I've taken all the carpets out to clean it. All the carpets, all the mats. And the roof lining was actually in. And wasn't ridiculously bad, but I had to remove it anyway to sort this out, so I just removed it. It's going to be a weapon, I reckon. And this was under the seat. This is pretty fun. South Arc. Now, this is brewed in South Australia. I actually looked it up. They don't brew them anymore. But they used to call it the Green Death, apparently. But look at that. It's actually unopened, but empty. So it must have been rolling around the seat and got a hole in it. That's pretty funny. Anyway, there we go. This is my latest project, which I haven't got time for, but I'm going to find the time. Our aim is that next year we go up the Cape either in this one or in the red ute. Sorry old girl, but I need your lenses and lights and your big Nissan badge. Sorry. This is why you have a heap of old spare G60s in the backyard. Winning. 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 Oh no. It's a different size. No? Oh no, she'll be right. So to get the screws. Oh, she's going to look like I bought one. Winning. 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 Oh. Maybe not. Winning. Winning. You. Oh yeah. Even these. They go in the back to hold the crank handle. Winning. Oh yes. Beautiful. Actually, does the crank handle go there or in those ones up there? Not sure. Is that a can opener? Winning. Even got seats that are a bit fresher. Don't know if I should leave these ones for authenticity or not, or put better ones in. Crank handle. Yep, that's where it goes. Sweet. Oh yeah, that might go on it too, I reckon. Half that dust is on the inside, that's funny. Well, now I have a dilemma. You like the rusty look and you want to keep the patina. What I've just worked out, a lot of this is actually red dirt from out where it was parked, which is funny because it must have been parked, the wind was blowing this way, because this side, this front has got more of the what looks like rust, but I've just been cleaning it. Underneath, that's just with a bit of Terps on Scotch Brite. Underneath this, which you'd swear was just rust and whatever, is actually blue. Look at that. So now I've got a dilemma. Do I leave all the red shit on there? I think I do. I think I'll leave the red shit on there and just put linseed oil over the whole lot. Wow. Yeah, so I cleaned this off along the front here, which looked all the same. And it just comes up blue again. So what's that bit, for example? Look at that. So how far do I go taking that off? I think I'm just going to leave it. So I don't know if we can call it a barn find because it was found in a paddock, but but she's reasonably solid. A lot of surface rust, which is fine by me. But because this door had been taken off, the hinges is broken, so the door was off. This side had water under the mat, so there appears to be the only major rust in it is there, which I'll probably fix with like one panel. I'll fold one panel up to go over that. Apart from that, all along here it's actually in pretty good nick. The odd little hole, which I'm not worried about. Oi! Shut up! And yeah, there you go. So, not a bad barn find, but can't say it's not original. 79 model tyres. 79 model car. It shows 18,600 on the clock, so I'm presuming to be at least 118,600, if not way more, because I was told that the couple who owned it used to travel all over the place. They did heaps of miles in this whole thing. You know, there you go. I'd say someone sat in that seat for a long time for it to get like that. That one's just cracked from the sun. This one's just cracked.